Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will do the continuation kinda another video to talk about the married life possibly of 17 members this time. So the person that inspired this had actually originally asked for Hoshi, so we're going to start with the performance team. So similar to Red Velvet, I can feel accomplished that I'm finishing people up. So I actually wanted to do it in order, and I decided against that because I felt bad for the person that specifically asked for Hoshi. So we will just start with my favorite unit, the performance team. We will have like 5 questions. We are going to ask if... let's just start. I don't feel like going through the whole thing. So let's just start. The first question, let's start with Hoshi, is Hoshi thinking of getting married right now? Now, as I mentioned with other people, just because they're thinking about marriage or not thinking about marriage does not mean that they want to get married. So our first card is the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, still a toss-off, and the Chariot. So I still find it kind of funny so far. I finished all of Red Velvet, and this is the first 17 member, and no one has ever said, no, I'm not thinking about marriage. So whoever says no is gonna be funny. The first person is always gonna be the funniest. So, is Hoshi thinking about marriage? Yes. We have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Cups reversed. So, there's a chance that if he finds someone that fits the type of person he's looking for in marriage, he's just gonna go for it because of the Chariot. However, the Queen of Cups reverse tells me that he hasn't found that person. So all the Hoshi fans out there, I can almost hear your sigh of relief of okay, he's still a free man. However, the Nine of Swords tells me that it's still a bit chaotic, which I think is just normal for Hoshi's mind to just be a mess. Apparently, I don't know, I feel like he overthinks a lot, which, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you have so much Gemini on your natal chart. You're just overthinking everything. But the Nine of Swords tells me that he probably is looking towards having a good marriage and wants that, but at the same time it's kind of stressful for him. It brings him a lot of thoughts of like, will I be good enough as a partner? How will my partner be? How will people take it, right? Which is things we're going to ask furthermore in this reading. But for now, it feels like he is thinking about marriage and is a bit stressful. He doesn't have his Queen of Cups yet, which, you know, sucks for him in that sense. And probably all the carrots in the world are like, woohoo, celebrating and dancing. I mean, I don't know. And this Chariot, which is Cancer, which is all about the domestic life, home, and family, tells me that he probably got a very good example of what marriage is all about, and because of that, he wants to experience that himself, which I think is very nice. And that Chariot tells me that he's ready for it. I mean, when I mean ready for it, I don't necessarily mean that he actually is, but he feels like he is. He is ready to just get married and experience that life, but the responsibility that comes with it is probably something that stresses him out a lot. And with that, let's go with the second question, which is what type of spouse is Hoshi does he want, and then what type of spouse he actually needs. So this is the type that he wants. Okay, and what type does he actually need? Okay, funny. So the type that he wants seems to be kind of mysterious, kind of secretive, since that one actually came facing down. But the type that he actually needs is someone that is very out there and maybe a social butterfly? Because it's a butterfly. Anyway, so the type that he wants, a lizard. He wants a lizard, girls! Okay. So that lizard tells me that he wants someone that is very fiery, very passionate, very black and white. So they're like yes or no, nothing in between. This is not a person that's wishy-washy. Hoshi wants someone that is very grounded in a way, but very fiery. So someone that is filled with passion, someone that is very colorful, very beautiful in that sense, right? Beautiful that they have so much energy. So I guess someone that can keep up with his energy, which that might be a bit difficult. I mean, I think. And let's see, what do we have? We have fire and air. So what he actually needs is someone that is actually less fiery, more airy. So he wants someone that is passionate and upbeat and filled with life, but what he needs is someone that is probably less colorful at first glance, and is actually someone that has the ability to adapt very quickly. Delicate, someone that is actually delicate rather than fierce and ready to fight. It is someone that knows how to communicate well and can express very well the transformations they have gone through. So I'm sorry, Hoshi, but you don't need someone fiery, you need someone airy. So I think he may be confusing his ideas that just quickly come through as fire, when in reality what he needs is air, someone that can keep up with those ideas. Someone fiery may find that actually kind of boring. So with that, let's ask what type of spouse he will actually get. So what type of spouse will Hoshi actually get? You have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. I feel my energy is so contained for some reason. Like, it's funny, like, if you guys, well, maybe you guys can, but right now, just feeling the energy of the type of spouse that Hoshi will get is just making my head just move so much somehow. Like, the energy, it feels like it's just all on my head. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so this Two of Swords tells me, because we have 3 swords. We have Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Seven of Swords. So remember how I mentioned that Hoshi will probably need someone airy? Well, he's definitely going to get that with all of those swords. The Two of Swords tells me that it's someone that, just like what he wants, will be pretty aware of what their options are. It's going to be someone that can tell, okay, I have this path or this path, let me take whichever I feel more comfortable with. The Two of Swords tells me that this person follows their intuition rather than their eyes, so they don't take things at face value. They like to analyze things a little bit better and go a bit deeper with things. So he might get a Queen of Cups in that case. The Nine of Swords, which is similar to what he got with what his thoughts were of marriage, tells me that he's gonna get someone that thinks very similarly to him. So probably someone that gets very stressed easily, or usually at night when this person is on their own, that's when they reflect, and all of that reflection could be about difficult things, and that hence the transformation of that butterfly, which is something that he needs. Someone that is I just moved the camera. Someone that is constantly thinking of how to improve themselves and how to be better. The Seven of Swords reverse tells me that it's gonna be someone very loyal, very, very loyal. So whoever this person is will probably be someone that he may stay for a very, very, very long time. The rest of eternity, I don't know, but for a very long time. Or if they break up, it's not going to be because someone cheated on somebody else. It will probably just be other reasons, which it's kind of sad that I'm talking about the end when I want to focus on the beginning. So yeah, let's go on to the next thing, which is what type of husband will Hoshi be? I'm getting dizzy. So we have Strength reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So right away, the Six of Cups tells me that he wants to have children. Or that he will be the person that will spoil rotten his children. He will probably play a lot with the kids. He will probably want to buy them a lot of gifts. He will probably see them as his treasure, which is very, very nice. The Strength reverse tells me that there will be many, many times that Hoshi will probably not feel like up to the task of being a husband, of being a father, because he wants kids, apparently. The Six of Cups. Or he will just not feel ready to take the next step. I feel that since he takes things very quickly, things will happen a lot faster than he can comprehend. So he's gonna feel a lot of burdens when the 10 of Wands. There's gonna be a lot of times that life will just bring in the next thing and the next thing, and he's not really ready for it. So there's a lot of like burdens that he carries with him that could be the cause of that stress. That if he doesn't know how to communicate properly, his partner will probably be feeling a lot of burden themselves, because there may be a lack of communication. Just because Hoshi's partner is going to be very airy doesn't mean that they know how to communicate with each other, right? It seems like communication may be the biggest weakness in their connection, even though that's their biggest strengths as individuals, which is kind of funny for some reason. But that strength card tells me that there's a lot of fire, because we have Leo and then we have Wands, so there's a lot of fire within Hoshi, which, I mean, I'm not surprised. And that strength card tells me again that he will be very optimistic, he's going to be very happy, very nonchalant in a way, but that may be on the exterior. In the inside, he's kind of like overcompensating on the outside to kind of, in a way, hide how he really feels in the inside, which could be the reason why he feels so burdened, right? If he can lighten up a bit of that load if he just talks about it. But with all of that out of the way, let's go to the fourth question, which is, what kind of married life will Hoshi have with his partner, right? Okay, the first card, we have Scorpio. So the Scorpio energy could be the reason as to why they have beautiful kids. All the sexual energy. Also, there's a lot. I have a feeling that since he needs someone that has gone through a lot of transformations, hence the butterfly, there's a high chance that this person will also help Hoshi go through a lot of his own transformations, because that's how I actually see Scorpio. So yeah, and he will probably leave some sort of heritage with this person, and I think that heritage is the kids, right? Or some sort of like legacy, if that makes sense, because I just thought of the 8th house. But yeah, a lot of passionate nights between Hoshi and his partner, which I don't know if I wanted to know that. And then we have Scorpio again. It's time to release negative energy, which it translates very well with the whole transformation thing that I was talking about. So the type of married life that Hoshi will have with his partner is very, very passionate, probably a lot of bickering, but it's always in good fun. It's always to help the other like rise and be better and improve in their self, in their image, in their way of thinking, and their way of going through with life. So this is someone that I wonder how people will take this relationship, because it could be like they're always pushing each other's buttons to the point that it could end in divorce, and maybe that's why. But I think if they have a very healthy way of communicating, this could really work. It will just be very difficult because they're constantly transforming into the next thing and the next thing, constantly destroying the ideas and who they are to become better, which, I mean, it could be very overwhelming. It could be a little bit over the top. It can be tiring. But a very passionate marriage, that's for sure. Now, how many kids? I don't know why. I think someone wants to ask how many kids. I don't know. At least 2? At least 2. I don't think he'll have that many kids. But anyway. The last question we have is, how will the public react to the news of Hoshi getting married? We have the Page of Cups. The 3 of Swords. Oh no. That's not a 6 of Swords. Nine. Top or bottom? Okay, there you go. So we're gonna have, I think the public are going to have mixed reactions. We have the Page of Cups reversed. So that tells me that some people are going to not understand the message that they're not gonna get the memo that he probably wants to get married because he's in love. I guess many people will be like, what? He's deeply in love enough to get married, or like, what's going on, right? However, the Two of Pentacles tells me that some people are going to be like, oh, it makes sense, he should settle down, you know, start his own family, that's what he wants, he should go ahead, right? Some people are going to be able to distinguish very well the idea they have of him as an idol and the idea they have of him as a normal human being, right? However, other people, we have the Three of Swords reversed, tells me that it's half and half again. Like, I feel it's gonna be very split, probably because of that Two of Pentacles. I felt like it kind of just went like it's gonna be very divided. Some people are going to be super, super heartbroken, are going to be like, no, my man's is taken, what should I do? No, I can't believe he's going to go on with his life, what is going on? While other people are going to not be heartbroken at all and are going to be like, yeah, I'm glad for him, I'm glad he's making his own family, I'm glad he is doing what he wants to do, and, you know, props to him, like, even like maybe applauding, like, yeah, have beautiful kids if that's what you want, right? So I think it's very funny because with some people you get like full-on support, people are gonna be like, yes, and then in this case you get like split reactions. Some people are not going to be okay with it, while other people are going to be like understanding of the situation. I do think that everyone will be surprised at the fact that he's gonna get married. A lot of people are gonna be like, who or what? I have a feeling that the person that Hoshi is going to be with is actually very secretive. Even though communication is big for them, it's not public communication what they do, or public communication is not going to be a big thing in their life. So while Hoshi's always like on social media and everything, very Gemini-like, this person is not that like that. It's gonna be a lot to themselves. It's very internal communication for the partner that Hoshi's going to be with. So with that, I'll leave it there. I hope this was exactly what the person had requested, was asking for. Like, I hope it fulfills what you were looking for. And if not, I am so sorry. On to the next person. Well, and now we go to the next person, June. And let's get nosy. Is June thinking of getting married? Or the married life now? We have the Sun reverse, which is good. It's a good card. All of a sudden, I'm like, I was just thinking, oh, I want some tamales. Maybe he's hungry. Oh, he's not thinking of marriage. Wow. Wow. I was wondering who was going to be the first person to just give us a straight up flat, no, I'm not thinking of marriage. It's this guy. the first one, June. Anyway, so we have the Sun reversed, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Wands, all reversed. So the Sun reverse tells me that he still probably has a very good optimistic look about what married life is, but he's probably not ready for it yet because we have the Four of Wands reversed. The Four of Wands usually talks about finding stability, creating a family, finding that strong foundation to build a home, that type of idea. But with it being reversed tells me that he's probably not ready for it, or he probably has a very not necessarily a negative outlook of what married life is, but I don't think he feels ready for that life. That Seven of Cups reversed tells me that there's a chance that he is debating within a bunch of options, or he feels like he doesn't have the options to pick from. Because to me, the Seven of Cups means exactly that. Having options, having different opportunities and stuff. Wow, from all the people, I wasn't expecting him to say no. It's okay, it can change, right? It can change. But I'm telling you, the Sun is actually a very good card, even if it's reversed. But we still got like a hard no. Like, no, definitely not thinking about marriage. Which makes me so sad. But the Sun tells me that he still probably has a good idea. Or, not a good idea, but he has a good example of what a good marriage is. And because of that, he probably, if he's not thinking about marriage, it's not probably because he's like, no, I don't want to live through that life, it's disgusting, it's ugly. It's probably because he may not feel ready for it. because of that Four of Wands, or he doesn't feel like he is stable enough to create that. Who knows? But should I end the reading here? We technically already got a note. I'm kidding. So with that, let's go on to the next one, which is what type of spouse does he want, and which one does he actually need? Energy-wise. This is energy then. Let's see what he wants, what he needs. And the Panthers on the bottom. So what he wants, B. And what he needs, a mouse. So I find it so funny, when I was doing all of the red velvet ones, I will get like spirit cards, so that tells me that all of the red velvet members were like thinking very high, like I want a guy like this, like looking for perfection, right? A fairy tale type of a guy. And then when I'm reading this, for at least for the performance team so far, half of them are like very realistic and like very grounded. Okay, so the type of spouse that June wants is a B. So someone that is very confident, someone that is like probably very eloquent and very, very, very hardworking. Now, the yellow tells me that that's the confidence, right? He's looking for someone that is very confident, someone that is very happy and optimistic, as we also have the sun here, and the sun here with the sun and the Four of Wands, right? He's looking for someone that is very happy, and that airiness tells me that he wants someone that is very good at communicating, and confidence just oozes out of them when they're talking. All of that blue is a communication part, and the green that bleeds from oh my god, that mixes from the blue and the yellow tells me that he wants someone that, even if it's unconsciously, is someone that is very genuine, sincere, and talks from the heart. However, what he actually needs is a little mouse. So he doesn't need someone that is hardworking. He needs someone that works with other people. He needs someone that maybe a little bit of a nervous wreck. So rather than airy, he needs the opposite. He needs someone that is actually very earthy. So very grounded, very rooted on what they're doing, very alert. Like they're always looking out to make sure they're safe, making sure that everything's well done. And someone that can be in very long periods of darkness and still be untouchable, if that makes sense. Like that mouse tells me that it is someone that is very cute and small, but it's also someone that is not easily affected by the problems that the world is going through. So it's someone that is pretty unaffected about how the people are, someone that is also very unaffected with what people say about them. All of that shiny lights around the mouse tells me that it's someone that is still very optimistic, someone that has big dreams, or someone that is always looking at the positive side in life. So that's what he needs, someone that's actually very positive, not necessarily extrovertly confident, but someone that is just good. Like they don't need to show how good they are, they just are. And with that, we're going to ask what type of spouse June will actually get, which so far has always been like a mix of both what they want and what they need. I mean, life is not that cruel. Even though it feels like they are. That's okay. So what type of spouse will June actually get? Oh, I thought I dropped cards, but there's actually a lot of yellow with June. So I'm guessing that there's a lot of confidence issues that he may have to be working with and dealing with. A card just like flew. And I have a table, so it didn't fall completely. So we have the Chariot reversed. Interesting. We have the Five of Cups. That one really wanted to come out. And we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So it seems like right now the person that the spouse that he's going to end up getting is someone that is maybe going through it. So the Chariot reverse tells me that this person, unlike, you know, how with Hoshi, he had the Chariot, it was like, yeah, he's determined, when he gets married, he's gonna go for it. But the type of spouse that June is going to get is actually going to be someone that is the opposite. It's probably someone that doesn't know where they're going, doesn't know where life is taking them. It's probably someone that is like, should I go left or should I go right? Or all of that red tells me that they're probably not very grounded, but what June needs is someone that's grounded. So yeah, if he's not ready for it, I think his spouse at the moment is not ready for it either. So yeah. The Five of Cups reverse tells me that they're still very optimistic though, because usually the Five of Cups is someone that is looking at what they don't have, focusing on what they don't have. So in this case, it could be someone that is optimistic, so that's why it's reversed, or it could be that they're really on the rabbit hole, or really going through it and just looking at, they're just like, the world sucks, it can't be better, it's just over. So maybe the person's going through a very difficult time. And we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, so that tells me that one of the biggest issues this person has could be to accept that they deserve a lot of good things, because usually the Six of Pentacles talks about getting good fortune, or having a balance of give and take, or accepting that there's a lot of like blessings and money and material things coming their way. So at least one of the things that we can say is that this person will not be with you for their money. I think this person is going to be someone that, if anything, they probably don't see themselves as powerful enough or deserving enough to receive good things. Which, if that's the case, they're definitely in the mouse energy of just complete darkness and a bunch of, as my younger sister will say, pee pee poo poo things. Anyway, with that, let's go to the third question, which is, what type of husband will June be like? I hope we don't get in touch with his current energy. So what type of spouse will June... Okay, so what type of farmer will... Husband! What type of husband will June be? Damn. After the whole no, I'm just kind of sad. So we have the Prince of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, one more. Thank you. And the Seven of Wands, which I always confuse and say the Seven of Swords for some reason. Why did I say for some reason? You can see why, right? You can see why. Anyway, so the type of husband that June will be is very passionate and fiery, but calm. So there's like a mix of fire and earth within him. We have the Prince of Wands, which in this case, to me, it feels like someone that is very calm, very centered, someone that knows when to take action. So usually the pages, and in this case the prince, the pages are all about messenger. So in this case, it's like, I always feel this card to be like when you hear the message of when to take action. So to me, it feels like he's going to be the type of person that, if he's not thinking about marriage, there's a chance that he's not, because he's not there yet. Which I found it kind of funny, because with other people, even though of course some of them were not ready for marriage, they were still thinking about it, right? But I guess he's one of those people that concentrates a lot on what they have to do, and if that's the case, oh, sure, don't think about marriage. But anyway, so with the Prince of Wands, it feels like he's also someone that is very calm. Probably similar to the type of person he actually needs, which will make sense, right? Even if he's surrounded by chaos and burning mess, he is still untouchable, right? Like nothing can really get to him. And that reminded me to, again, Hoshi just came up again. He's quite the attention seeker. How Hoshi had mentioned that June was like a tree, very reliable, and it was like the middle ground, I guess. Don't quote me on that. I think I can tell you where I heard that from, but I don't remember his exact words or the translation of it. But that Eight of Pentacles tells me that when June gets married, he's probably going to start thinking less about work, or he will start enjoying life a little bit more. And with that, I don't mean that he doesn't enjoy it now. To me, it feels that when he gets married, he probably wants to focus on his family and creating that. And if that's the case, he probably doesn't want to work as much. So if you put that into perspective, he probably wants to be settled down economically and financially so that he could just focus on his family. So if that's the case, he seems to be, I mean, I think June has his Mars in Taurus. So if you put it that way, I don't really know how that works, but if you put it that way, that means that he has tunnel vision on one goal at a time. So if he wants to get one thing done, he'll go through that until he accomplishes that dream, and then he'll go to the next one and to the next one, right? So if that's the case, I guess it makes sense, right? He wants to get the money now, so then when he is ready to build a family, he has it all set up for that. But the Seven of Wands tells me that he's going to be also very fearful. There's going to be a lot of non-physical fears that are going to pop out of nowhere. The Seven of Wands, which I got right this time. No Seven of Swords. The Seven of Wands tells me that he's going to start fighting a lot of things he hadn't seen before. So what I mean is, like, he's not going to be fighting people or situations. He's going to, well, yeah, maybe situations. He's going to be fighting more like the ideas of taking action of something, or going through fears he didn't even know he had. So if he has some fears about making his own family, there's probably some healing that he has to do before he starts his own family or gets married or stuff like that. But I mean, maybe he's just scared of women, and that's why he doesn't really want that. I don't know, because I'm seeing like there's guys on this side and there's like girls on that side. Or is that a guy? I don't know. Whoops. But putting that all outside, it feels like, if you look at this card, that someone is going to open up his chest area. Not literally. What I mean is, like, open up his heart, or someone's going to go in there and just allow him to just be himself and just be happy. So with that, let's just ask, what will his married life be like? Are you telling me June's gonna be like that single uncle for the rest of his life? So we have Taurus again, which I had mentioned earlier. Very stable, very earthy married life. Pretty conventional. So that'll be the second house. Is gonna help him see. We got two cards. It's going to help him see what he values, what he enjoys in life, what he finds as a luxury, stuff like that. So we have two cards. I had a feeling he was gonna get a moon in Cancer type of thing. So the type of married life that June is going to have is Taurus, and then conclusions are within reach, and a personal issue reaches resolution. So similar to Hoshi. Oh my god, I always bring up Hoshi out of nowhere. Get out of here, I already read for you. So for June, it feels like there's going to be a lot of things where his married life is going to help him grow as a person as well. But with him, it's a lot gentler, it's a lot friendlier, it's more homely and stable. So again, with Hoshi was very passionate and almost destroying each other. But with June, it's going to be very soft, very gentle energy. It's kind of like his partner and him will learn how to do things together, or will help each other learn in a very friendly and gentle, maybe even motherly type of way. So no one is trying to destroy anyone here. If anything, Yu's married life will be the complete opposite of what Hoshi's married life will be, because Hoshi had Sagittarius, Hoshi had Scorpio, and June is having Taurus energy coming in. So that tells me that Yoon's married life is going to be more stable, it's going to be more grounded, it's going to be rooted on something, which could be a little bit more welcoming to other people to see. It's going to be, it feels very homely because of that full moon in Cancer. It feels like a lot of people are going to see how good is doing him to be growing and helping himself. And if there's home issues that Yoon has to heal and deal with, he will be able to overcome them in his married life. So if it's before or after or during, then yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And with that, let me ask, how will the public react to the news of June getting married? I wonder if June will surprise himself and be like, what? I'm getting married? Because he's not thinking about it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So first card. We have the Queen of Swords reverse. We have another Page of Cups. I say another because, again, Hoshi got the Page of Cups. Damn, that guy. He keeps popping up. Look, nothing against Hoshi, but I'm reading for June. Why are you here? Oh, a card just flipped, I think. I thought a card just flipped. I am going bananas. Oh, I thought a card flipped. It's a card that was like, I'm here, but then hit. Okay. So we have a lot of feminine energy. Oof. I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll see. Wow. It feels like good energy, actually. So we have the Queen of Swords reverse. I have a feeling that some people may give their back to June after this news comes out, which feels like the most normal. Sadly, it feels like whoever, I don't want to say whoever's not strong enough, but whoever has to leave will leave, and whoever stays will stay. So it's not like survival of the fittest, but it's kind of like whoever he needs in his life will stay, and whoever he doesn't need, trash out. You know, you need to put more room for the good things in your life, and if you have to get rid of some toxic people, get rid of them. So that Queen of Swords reverse tells me that maybe a lot of people will say like, oh, I'm gonna leave, I can't believe he's getting married, but they may stay actually. They may be like, I'm gonna turn my back on him and leave and never come back. But since the Queen of Swords is reversed, maybe there's a lot of people that will stay, even though they're threatening to say, no, I'm gonna leave, how dare you gonna get married and all of that, which I think is gonna be very chaotic at first. But I think when people realize what type of person he's gonna get married with, I think a lot of people are gonna be at least a bit more relaxed or calm down, because we have the Page of Cups, which in the Hoshi reading it didn't feel that good since the Page of Cups was reversed. But with this one, it feels like a lot of people are going to be like, okay, he's not gonna get married with anyone too crazy. June is going to be with someone that, like, the fandom's gonna be like, we approve somehow, because the next one is the High Priestess. So it's gonna be, so I have a feeling that a lot in the fandom, a lot of people are gonna see this person with a lot of respect, or a lot of people are going to be like, it's okay, this person feels like very intuitive because of that Moon card, or a lot of people are going to be able to see the vulnerable side of this person, and because of that they're going to be less likely to want to attack, or if they do, it's gonna hurt them a lot more than it will hurt the person. Because mind you, the type of person that June's going to be married with, or the type that he needs, is going to be a mouse. So it's going to be someone with a lot of nervous energy. It's going to be someone that has suffered through a lot, or it's going to be someone that is kind of untouchable. And with this High Priestess energy, it feels like, yeah, even if people want to say bad things about this person that June is going to get married with, it's going to be very difficult to actually land its hit, if that makes sense. So yeah, I was gonna try to make a joke with that, but I couldn't think of any, so awkward silence. But yeah, I think that a lot of people will want to threaten and be like, oh, I'm leaving the fandom now, but I think June does attract a lot of people that just love him, so they'll stay. Just give them time to throw their tantrum and they'll stay. And that Page of Cups, again, tells me that it's gonna be like, people are gonna be like, okay, they genuinely like each other, this person seems like a decent person, so we can't complain. Like, if we want to leave it in the hands of someone, this person's okay. Like, I feel a lot of people, I'm not saying it's gonna be like a smooth sailing, I just feel that a lot of people are gonna be like, well, okay, whatever, it's fine. It could be worse. Which, I mean, I don't know. So with that, I'll leave the June one, and we'll go on to the next person. Okay. And now let's go with the 8th reading. Is he thinking about marriage? He has brought hope back to me. I was hoping that with the 8 it will say yes, considering that in his love reading for his individual stuff, I got that he was already thinking about marriage, and I thought it was weird, right? Because it was such a big thing in his reading. So I was gonna actually get sad if for this one we gotta know. So yes, the 8 is thinking about marriage, and it was right away. He was like, "I got you." And another, like, I feel that every time I'm using this deck, I think it's called the Shadowscapes, I always get the Page of Cups reversed. I think I've only gotten it upright only once. Okay. So yes, the 8 is thinking about marriage. Love is not dead, everyone. Damn, I really got bummed out with the June one. Anyway. So, the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Page of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. So, the Knight of Pentacles tells me that he may already be planning how he wants his wedding to be, or he may already be thinking of the details of what his married life will be like. And I mean, we've heard a couple of them. Like, he was thinking of like having a house by the beach, or what else? Like maybe having I think he said a dog and his partner. What other things has he mentioned? He has already mentioned that he wants to get married when he's like 30. They asked him love or fortune, and he said love. You know, the complete opposite of Yeti on that one. I mean, he's like, I can make money whenever. So different now that I think about it. Completely different water signs in that case. So yeah, I was hoping that the 8's reading was gonna be like Sulgi, and it was gonna be all like fantasy and beautiful and make me think that love is still alive, which he did. And the Empress tells me that he wants a beautiful, gorgeous woman, and by that I'm telling you someone that is beautiful to his eyes, personality, looks. I think it's more about their humanitarian nature. Like, I think their actions is what makes him think this person is beautiful and gorgeous. And I do have to say that whoever this person is someone with very strong feminine energy. So, just saying. And also, whoever this person is gonna be someone that he's working very hard right now to please in the future. So it could be with material things, with his emotional support, with everything in that sense. But with this Page of Cups reverse, it tells me that he's of course not completely where he wants to be for marriage, which if that's the case, I mean, it makes sense. He's like what, 23, 20, yeah, he's 20. Wait, no, he's not 23 yet. Oh no, he is. His birthday passed, bro. The year's almost over, and I'm over here like his birthday hasn't passed. So he's already 23. He has like a whole 7 years to get his ish together. So he has time. He has time to turn the Page of Cups upright. Or the Page of Cups reversed could say something which I had mentioned in his love reading, which was that he has not found the person yet. So that messenger of love has not told him, here's the person, go for it. So that's why he's not ready for marriage yet, but he's already thinking about it and already thinking of the details of like, oh, what if it's like this? What if my life will be like this? And all of that, which you can kind of see Quack in the corner of the screen. Let me see. She's gonna say hi. Here. She was just here. My emotional support Quack. Anyway, with that, let's ask the next question. So, what type of partner does the 8 want, and what he actually needs? I think I lost strength in my arm or in my hand, and the cards just go. They were about to fall. I think the cappuccino's kicking in. We ain't crashing yet. I should get water though. Okay, so what he wants, a fire ant. But what he needs, ooh, the mystery. He needs a peacock. I don't know why I thought that was funny. It's so different, probably that's why, right? So what the 8 wants is someone that is very hardworking, someone that is very passionate and confident and ready to take action, someone that knows how to work with other people very, very well, someone that even in the small, that is able to see even the smallest of details, and very fiery, someone that is like ready to work. But what he actually needs is not that far off. What he needs is someone that is, yes, very confident, but very warm. Even though there's a lot of cool colors to the peacock, it's more like he needs someone that is confident, works from the heart space, so very gentle, someone that communicates very nicely. So yeah, someone that can be polarizing, I feel. So someone that attracts a lot of attention to them, but I feel that the person he's going to end up getting, which I haven't picked up cards for that yet, it feels like is actually going to be someone that doesn't really like attention from other people. It's going to be more like they're okay with the people they're good with, but no, like strangers looking at them is like, oh no, don't look at me. But they will still attract a lot of people. I mean, it's polarizing. So some people are going to be like, yes, this person's gorgeous, beautiful, while other people are going to be like, what? Why are you with this person? Which, very polarizing already. And with that all out of the way, it also feels like he's going to get someone that is also very intuitive. All of those eyes tells me that the 8 will not be able to hide anything from this person, because that's what he needs. Someone that is able to say right away, so what's going on? Something happened at work? What happened? Like, I feel he's gonna get someone that just can just read him, and I think he's going to love that, actually. Which is actually very nice! And with that, let's ask what type of spouse the 8 will end up getting. So, not what he wants, not what he needs, but what will he get? We have one card down. The 3 of Wands reverse. The 6 of Pentacles. Oh gosh. And the 4 of Cups. He's gonna get someone that is pretty absent-minded. That 4 of Cups is someone that gets very easily distracted. So very airy in that case. Quite the airhead. Is aloof the word I'm looking for? Someone that's just kind of like, the whole place could be burning and they'll be like, huh, I wonder what we should eat today. Somewhat a bit absent-minded for sure. The 6 of Pentacles is, it feels like, remember how I mentioned that the 8 wanted someone that, or will be attracted to the actions this person takes, right? So I have a feeling, as I mentioned earlier, that the 8 is going to be with someone that is very humanitarian. So the 6 of Pentacles tells me that it's someone that loves to give to other people. If they need it or not, they just love to give. It is someone that has yellow and green, and there's blue here. So yeah, he's definitely going to get what he needs. He's going to get someone that works from their heart space, loves to talk to other people, soothe other people, loves to just give. Like, that's what they live for. They live to just give to other people, which I think goes very well with the type of person the 8 is. The 3 of Wands reverse tells me that this person is not ready to expand necessarily. Right now they're probably focusing a lot on themselves and trying to heal themselves, which at the time that we're in, I think that's like the best thing anyone can do. Just focus on themselves and heal themselves. Haha, hence me. The reason why I'm not uploading as often as I would love. Even though it's the perfect conditions, I'm not in the perfect energy. I just feel like crap. Right now I feel great. But how long will it last? I have no clue. But again, the 4 of Cups tells me that this person's actually a little bit distracted. And yeah, I mentioned them to be like a little bit of an airhead, but what I mean is that I think there's so much in their head thinking and feeling, and when life wants to give them something good, they may find it a little bit difficult to accept it because they're so busy on how they're going to be given to other people. So let's say life is like, oh, I want to give you all of these beautiful blessings and health, and even though it may sound weird to some people, this person's already thinking of, okay, how can I send this beautiful blessing of being in good health to my family or to my friends? Like, they're already thinking, how can I give all of the beautiful things I have from life to other people? So this person is not necessarily because they can't accept it as much as they just want to give to other people, which I believe will be the most beautiful characteristic that the 8 loves of this person. It's gonna be the thing that every time he sees it, he's like, yes, that's why I picked this person. They're always giving things away, and he will see it as his mission to take care of this person as well, right? To continue keeping a healthy balance for that person to just not give everything away. And with that, let's go to the third question, which is, what type of husband will the 8 be? Did I just hear Prince Charming? I didn't hear that. I thought about it though. Okay, so what type of husband will the 8 be? We have 3 of Swords reversed. I don't know what to think about that. Okay. I wanna cry. Okay. I'm sorry. I just hit the camera. Yeah. Can you tell the Mexican in me is coming up? I'm sorry. Concentrate. So the 3 of Swords reversed tells me that he may have had a lot of hardships, or he may find it very difficult to open up to other people, and in this case, his partner. He may find it very difficult to tell this person, this is what I want to give to you, this is the person that I am. I mean, I have a feeling that he has gone through a lot of transformations, and there's a lot of things he has healed for himself, but that doesn't mean that it's not difficult for him to open up those wounds again and show it to his partner and be like, this is who I am, and this is who I was, and this is who I want to be. Like, all of those parts of himself, like, he wants to show it to his partner. And I think it will be a little bit difficult to show his partner all of the things that he struggled with at least once in his life. So that 3 of Swords tells me that he wants to come clean to his partner. He wants to show his partner, this is who I am. Will you still take me? And I wanna cry. I'm a sensitive person. Let me hug quick. And then in the middle we have the Prince of Wands, which June had earlier. So this tells me that there's a chance that by being together so much, they learned together how to do this, how to think before they act. So this is a bit different, right? I do feel that the ground earthy energy that we felt with June, it was earthy. So the complete opposite of all his air. And with the 8, it's still watery. It's like someone that is meditating, hearing the waves crashing into the shore and thinking, is that the right time to act? Is it time yet to move forward? Like, he's constantly in a meditative state to know, should I move forward? Should I take action, right? So I think while the 8 is like meditating, right? Thinking and working in himself, we have like the 3 of Swords as his inner turmoil. Like, he's cleaning the mess within him, even though on the outside it looks like he's like just calm, at peace, right? But that's just because he's working on the inside, getting everything ready. But when the message comes that it's like, okay, go for it, or take action, or this is the time, he goes for it. And that's when we have the Lovers at the end. I'm just looking at the card when I cry. No, believe me, I'm not over sensitive. Okay. Getting it together. So the Lovers tells me that he's gonna be a very loving partner, of course, but it also tells me that he believes in love, and that's what I needed. I just needed someone to tell me, yes, love is still alive, which I continue saying in his reading, so I guess I needed that. That Sits tells me that when he gets the opportunity, the 8's gonna get married. He's not gonna give us any time to be like, well, look, but is he dating? Is he not dating? No. He's gonna be like getting married, and we'll be like, what? Like, he's not really gonna give us much of a, and when I say us, I mean like the fans. Like, he's not going to give the fans much of a heads up that he's getting married. He just will. So when I mean that he hasn't found that person, I mean it. He hasn't found that person. He hasn't found the person that has called him from the inside, said like, yes, this is the one. So he hasn't gotten the opportunity, but when he gets it, he's going to make his love story a reality. So just give him time, and it's going to happen. And it's so nice. I just see the Lovers, and I'm like, oh my. We have Venus Neptune energy. So the type, I didn't even say the question, I just went right into it, right? So the next question is, what kind of married life will the 8 have with his partner? And have Venus and Neptune. So very beautiful, full of fun, full of pretty things, which, I mean, the Empress is Venus energy. Oh my god. The cappuccino, guys, is just going. And the Neptune energy tells me that they're going to be very intuitive, both of them. So I think I kind of mentioned something like that with the eyes of the of the peacock. But I guess it makes sense, right? They're both very intuitive, and I mentioned earlier that his spouse will be like, so how did it gonna work? How do you feel? Nah, something's wrong with you, right? So I feel that intuitive nature that his partner will have is because the 8 is like that himself. So he's just going to attract someone like that. I think it will be kind of boring for him if he were to attract someone that is not intuitive like he is, because he will know too much, I guess you could say, compared to his partner, and that could make it a little bit boring for him. So no surprises in that case. So that Neptune energy tells me that there's going to be a lot of fun experiences, a lot of unknowns going through their married life, and the energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, that tells me that he's of course not there yet to make his married life happen, but he's definitely already creating the foundation for exactly that love life or married life he's thinking of, which is nice. So now let's go on to the second thing, which is, well, the last thing. How will the public react to the marriage the marriage news of the 8? So we have Judgment. I mean, I think the 8 has laid out the foundation, and people are going to be like, he friend-zoned us a long time ago. That's kind of how I feel with the Judgment card. Like, Judgment is like hearing your inner calling, or finally understanding your purpose. So I think fans are gonna be like, we knew it, he told us off a long time ago, he friend-zoned us a long time ago. What he wanted finally manifested, because we have the Magician, we have the King of Swords reversed. So even if some people are like, no, he's gonna get married, what should we do? It's still mature, even if it's reversed, right? Like, whoever complains about it is not in the King of Swords type of energy. So what I mean by that is that whoever complains about it is just not mature enough to understand that he's ready for it, right? Which, it's weird, right? Like, I feel that the 8 attracts people that they understand, they get it. Like, he's gonna get married, they were like, it's gonna be a matter of time. The Judgment card tells me that when the news comes out, everyone is gonna come out of their coffins and be like, we understood, we get it. The person, our best friend is getting married. Ooh, best friend, you get it. Woohoo, you be happy. Like, I feel that that's the mature ones, that's the type of foundation that the 8 has been creating and forming, so like that people don't complain and so on. But I do feel that this Knight of Swords reverse, it's about people that are not in the mature energy. So yeah, take that as you want it. And the Magician tells me that a lot of people will actually welcome it, and a lot of people will actually be like, I'm glad that his dream came true. I'm glad, because I do feel like a lot of people will pull up like some of the things that I mentioned, right? When he said, oh, I prefer love over money, I want a house by the beach, I want to marry when I'm 30, or when the 8 told off that one person that said, when he was like, oh, when we get married in 17 years, and he was like, what, you don't want to get married, or like whatever. So I think people are gonna pull up like all those little things that the 8 has said that, we all kind of go like, yeah, he friend-zoned the fandom a long time ago, and he's not afraid of letting go of anyone that is not on the same page as him. So what can I say? I think out of everyone, this one was very nice, because it's all about the relationship itself. It's like, what the fans think, well, that's their thing, right? So yeah, I'll leave that there. And on to the next person. I hope you like this one. And so now, let's get into the Dino reading. I was not ready! The cards just came out. I'm sorry, Dino. Okay, let me calm down. I got too emotional into the 8 one, and now I feel like I have no energy. It came down crashing. Okay. Okay. Is Dino thinking of marriage right now? The cards just came out randomly. Was that a yes? Was that a no? I don't know. I feel like right now Dino's throwing a tantrum. Like, I gave you the answer and you rejected my cards. I'm sorry. Okay, first card. 3 of Pentacles. Second card. Knight of Wands. Last card. Knight of Swords. So we gotta know. Is Dino thinking about marriage? No, he's not. Now, I got sad with June. But with Dino, I'm not sad. I understand. I comprendo. He's probably focused on work. Love is not dead. Love is okay. Anyway, so the 3 of Pentacles reverse tells me that right now Dino is focusing... Oh, I just moved it. He's focusing so much on himself and improving himself and pulling his career through on his own that I think he finds it a bit difficult to work with other people. So if he has that mentality with work, he may not have the right mentality to be in marriage. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. So that tells me that he still hasn't really fully expanded in his career. And because of that, he is definitely focusing his energy on something else. Which, you know, it feels like that. I mean, one of the things I really like about Dino is that he's so focused on what he does. He's always very passionate about what he does as well. And he feels to be in the right energy. By right energy, I mean like he's in the right area of his life. I just feel that he still has a lot of healing and learning to do for himself. So he's not completely in the energy he has to be in, but he's at least in the right area. And the Knight of Swords, which is the only upright card he has, tells me that he's still maturing, right? He's still a knight. So he's no queen, he's no king. He's still like teenager type of energy, right? Like he's still growing, he's still learning. And that tells me that communication-wise, he's a little bit better than when taking action. So he wants to expand, but right now all he can do is talk about it. He hasn't really done it yet. So he's still like, like he's still working and focusing on other things. And because of that, I don't think he has the space to think about marriage. Okay, now let's see, what type of person does he want? And what type of spouse does Dino actually need? Oh, so similar to June, Dino needs a mouse. But for different reasons. This one's a bit different, right? So I think that out of everyone, Dino's the only one that has a very good idea of what he wants that matches what he needs. So what he wants is an earthworm, which tells me that he wants someone that in the inside has all their problems solved. On the inside, it's still developing though. So someone is still very young energy, very someone that's still learning and developing and growing and transforming. But they're both earth, so that tells me that he wants someone very grounded, someone very rooted in their ideas and their values. And it seems like Dino wants someone that is a very, very hard worker, someone that is fluid in the sense of like they can adapt very quickly to situations. They are very quick witted, so they can think of ideas and survive. That earthworm tells me that it's also he kind of wants someone that keeps to themselves, or he wants someone that is very calm and quiet in a way. But what he actually needs is a mouse. So it's someone that works with him, someone that is very, again, cute and fluffy, but it feels like this is someone that is very, very hardworking. With June, I felt that it was more like he needs someone that can survive in the darkness, but with Dino, it feels like it's just someone that just is, of course, but it feels more in the sense of they just work very hard. They can do whatever they want. They can survive in any environment. It is someone that is very unbothered, so very nonchalant, very like, I do what I want. People got nothing on me. But this is more of less nervous energy. It's just cute. To me, it just feels cute and adorable. And I feel that what he needs is just someone that is fluffy. I guess that's the word I'm thinking of. Someone that is just fluffy. someone that is just adorable and cute and just sees the good things about life. Someone that the whole world could be like falling apart, and this person's like, yeah, everything's great. Not because they don't notice it, but they're like, I'm just you know, going down the path that I want. And what will he actually get? Oh wow. So we have the Chariot, the Five of Cups, and the Moon reverse. So whatever Dino's getting is actually very similar to the energy that we got with June, actually. Interesting. Anyway, so the Chariot tells me that he wants someone, or he will end up getting a spouse that just does what they want. They go down the path that they want. Even if some people are like, oh, this sucks, or you shouldn't go through that because it's difficult, this person goes like, so what? I do what I want. It's my life. It's now or never. So the Chariot tells me that this person is very gentle, very friendly, someone very watery, because we have Five of Cups, we have the Moon, which is Pisces energy, and we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. So this tells me that this person is very intuitive. They're someone that just follows their heart and their emotions. So if at one point they're like, we should just go left, this person will be like, yeah, sure, why not? No questions asked. It's just like, let's just go. So this person guides themselves a lot from their heart, which I think is a little bit of the opposite of Dino, who guides himself a little bit more through his thoughts and his ideas of like, is this the right path? Will this get me the most benefits, right? While this person is like, who cares about the rewards and the benefits? If it feels right, it feels right. Let's go through this way. Which I think the freedom and leadway that this person brings is something that Dino needs. I think Dino needs something a little bit more calm, less restrictive, something that is not about being better but just is. And that Owl tells me that this person is very, very knowledgeable, very smart. The Moon reverse tells me that this person is okay going blind. Like, this person is fine going through paths they've never taken. They're okay with going through routes that they have no idea how it's going to turn out. They're okay going blind. Like, they're fine. They're okay going through situations where they have no clue how it's going to turn out. They have no idea how they're going to survive it. They just go for it, which I think could be a little bit scary for Dino, who seems to be someone that likes to plan things out and kind of take it the safe way, like the safe route. To me, it feels like Dino doesn't really like to go out much out of his comfort zone, and because of that, he may kind of stick to always doing the same thing. Okay, so the next question is, what type of husband will Dino end up being? Haha, the cards are just falling. They're falling. Do you guys hear the Korean version? It made me cry. Not in a good way. You see the three of swords? Yeah, that's how it made me cry. I was just dying and cringing in the inside when I heard the Korean version of Falling Flower. Like, I don't really like Falling Flower, and just hearing that made me go like, ah! No, keep it in Japanese. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about Dino. So the Ten of Cups tells me that he's gonna be a very loving and caring partner. The Two of Cups is like, it's kind of like, you know how we got the Lovers here for the 8? We got the Two of Cups, and it's kind of like the same thing, but even better. Like, he's going to, right now, Dino does not have the headspace for marriage or for a partner, but when he is at the stage to be with his partner, he's going to be very loving and caring and put all of his attention to his partner, care for his spouse. He's going to want to maybe not have kids right away, but maybe start thinking of a family. So let's get some pets. Let's get a beautiful house to be in. I think we had all the cups missing in when Dino was thinking of marriage. Well, not thinking of marriage. So I have a feeling that there were no cups with him because his partner is going to be the one bringing all the cups. Like, Dino ain't feeling anything, and then his partner comes in like, hey, who wants a drink? Just kidding. It's going to be like, here's all of my heart space. Let me give it to you, and he will just open up. And I think it's going to be a very strong healing experience for Dino. I think that Three of Swords tells me that he will have to heal a lot of the things that he has to heal. And this feels like it's not really going to affect his partner. I have a feeling that his partner is just gonna be like giving him like pats in the back, like, yeah, take it all out, all that stress, all that anger, all of the sadness, just take it all out. And all of that yellow tells me that we're gonna see like a different Dino when he's like married. He's gonna be someone very happy, even more confident, someone completely different, because this person not only has offered their cup of love to him, is also someone that will probably heal all of the thoughts that he has of himself, all of the ideas of things have to be done this way and that other way. So it's going to be someone that is going to bring a lot of happiness to him, which is very nice and sweet, which I'm glad. And with that, let's go on to the next thing, which is what kind of married life will Dino have. We have Earth, so it's going to ground him a lot. It's going to ground him a lot. He's going to start seeing things differently. He's going to feel more beautiful. He's going to feel like he has the power to move forward. He's going to know what path to take. Why is it 2 cards? Okay, well, I'll take both of them then. We have full moon in Sagittarius and full moon in Gemini. So we have look at the bigger picture, and the answers you need are coming. So that tells me that this person is going to be the answer that Dino's looking for to do something different. So I think that being with someone that is so different to who he is literally the answer he's looking for, as to trying to make something new, trying to be different, trying to spice up his knowledge about life. So all he needs is just someone to bring him in those new ideas, because this person feels so much that it balances out to the fact that Dino doesn't really feel. And that's not because he's emotionless or heartless. It's just that the way that he expresses it is very different to his partner. His partner just goes through it. It's just like, there's nothing wrong. And him, on the other hand, well, he kind of keeps it a little bit under wraps. So he's going to find someone that's going to allow him to see that there's nothing wrong with feeling, there's nothing wrong with going through it. And because of that, it's very healing to him. It changes him a lot. It probably helps him ground himself more, and that's good. So now, how will the public react to the news of Dino getting married? Because of course, why not? Of course, why not? Why did I say that? I wonder. Anyway. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the 7 of Swords reversed, and the 4 of Pentacles. So very earthy energy. The thing that I was getting right away for some reason is with this 7 of Swords that he's going to start attracting a lot of new people that are a lot more loyal to him. Or I feel that the fandom under Dino is a bit more shaky than everybody else. And by shaky, I feel that it's kind of like a lot of people that like Dino are probably people that... Ooh, how do I say this? It doesn't feel like it's as established as other, not necessarily solo stands, but other people that have different bias that is not Dino, right? To me, it feels like the Dino, what do they call themselves? Shame on me. Shame on me. It's probably a name I don't really... It doesn't compute in my brain when I look at it. But anyway, it feels like there's a lot of people that are going to... Like, do I feel mixed emotions? Like, I feel that it's going to be under the radar for a very long time. Like, even if the news comes out of, like, Dino's getting married, it's going to take a while for people to realize that it's true. Or a lot of people don't really have their eyes on Dino. So when it comes out, it's going to be like, what? He's getting married? What? Who? Like, I feel that Dino's going to shine more after his marriage. Like, he is going to hit stardom. Is that the word I'm looking for? Like, he's going to hit the spotlight after he's married. because it feels like he will finally mature and be in the energy he has to be to succeed. But before that, I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna be like, wait, are you talking about like that person? Like it doesn't feel the same. Like I have a feeling that Dino's gonna go through a very big transformation, so when the news comes out, people are almost not going to recognize him. And this feels in a good way. I feel like they're not going to recognize him because he's gonna be in a different light. He's gonna be a completely different him. He's gonna be, I guess, powerful, but in the sense where he's finally himself. He's finally happy, fulfilled, accomplished, right? And because of that, a lot of people are gonna find it like very hard to see, is this really Dino, the one that we know? It's gonna be more like this is a new person. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people do leave as well, but I feel that if anything, it's just gonna actually make stronger the people that like Dino as their favorite. Like they're gonna be like, yes, let me support Dino because I like him for him. It's not gonna be more like, oh, he's the youngest one, so we gotta love him. It's more like, I like him because of him. Because I have a feeling that he will finally reach the energy that makes him him. And because of that, a lot of people are gonna treasure him, protect him, and take care of him. As an artist, of course. So yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, well, the only concern will be like, oh, will his married life get in the way of his career? And of course, I don't think that's the case, even though I do feel that Dino is going to talk a lot about his partner, and maybe people are going to be like, oh no, when is he going to shut up about it? But it's going to make him so happy that I think some people will actually enjoy to hear that he's happy. And if that's the case, I'm glad that those people are happy for him, because if it's making him so happy and this person is actually a very decent person, then I think it's nice to see that people can find themselves a partner that is good for them. And with that, I am done with this video and with this reading, and on to the next group. Love and healing from my part to you, and see you on the next one. Bye. Because look, I knew someone was gonna say no, but out of everyone, it had to be him.